Buster's father was rescued by me when he was 18 months old. He was a full-blooded rottweiler. However, because he'd been abused and neglected for the first 18 months of his life, he was at best mentally unstable. He looked good, so good that in the fall of 2007, 4 different people stopped me while walking Bruno, the dad, and wanted me to breed him. So in January 2008, Buster was born. Having read about therapy dogs, it was decided that this young rottweiler was going to be a therapy dog. So from the age of 3 months, he was in training. He passed his first evaluation at 15 months old with Project Pup, and his career as a therapy dog was begun. As far as we know, Buster was the only rottweiler ever registered as a therapy dog, and it defined him. He loved everybody, every animal, even animals and people that did not like him. Unfortunately, something happened recently that never happened before. He got sick. Nothing major, minor symptoms. He seemed to be getting better and was expected by his doctor to come home Friday, 2/24/17. However, his creator had other plans and he was called home early in the morning, 1 a.m., Thursday, 2/23/17. This is a tribute to him and his life, and also a request to help me pay for his medical expenses for the last month of his life. Buster visited with folks in hospitals. He was happy to crawl up into bed when asked. He loved going into public schools and working with the special needs kids. Some kids with Buster's help made more progress than they had in years. Buster recently celebrated his 9th birthday. Buster especially loved his feline sister, Baby Girl. Recently we started going to a private school, the Pauline Rivkin School. He really loved those kids. He was bigger than some of them, but loved having them crawl all over him. By far his most favorite place was Wesley United Methodist Church. This was his second home. The reason why we started going there was for him to do his therapy with special needs kids. He quickly became addicted to the people and the place. We were there all the time. The last 3 weeks of his life he was stumbling, occasionally while walking, so I took him to the vet. The vet took x-rays and recommended he see a neurologist, so we went to an excellent doctor down in Sarasota, Dr. Chris Levine, at Specialists in Companion Animal Neurology. He did an MRI and every other test that could be done. His advice, take Buster to emergency veterinary care in Largo, Florida, to let the internal medicine doctors try to figure out what was causing his lack of balance, and by now he was having problems standing for any length of time. Wednesday, 2/22/17, he had an excellent day. The doctor said the doctor was going to discharge him on Friday. Thursday morning around 1 a.m. I got a call from the doctor. She said to call the hospital. He had heart failure and died 2/23/17 around 1 a.m. He had an excellent life. The total bills at the neurologist and animal hospital came to $5,341. Being unemployed at this time, a good friend put up his credit card. The purpose of this page is to raise money to pay him back.